Everybody, it's Mum by Doug. Grab yourself a piping hot cup of coffee for this fireside chat, and it really is piping hot. Darla made coffee tonight. Just kidding. Do you know how secure I feel in my house knowing that every 10 minutes Darla's over at that window doing a cul-de-sac scan? Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. I thought that was funny. That was a special request by Justin, Sugar, and Lance. He was like, and every so often put in the cul-de-sac scan. And so I asked Darla to come out here and do it and all of that. So last night's vlog was all over the place. Tonight, however, is going to be a little bit different. These are things that I may have talked about a long time ago. So long ago that I don't even want to go back and look to see if I've talked about them before. So, you know, the way I figure, probably the majority of my subscribers have never seen this, unless they went back and watched my old videos, so I'm going to tell these stories. A few years ago, I think it was back in 2003, maybe 2004, I was in Kansas City, off and on a lot for a particular business venture I was doing at that time through my work. And so I had to make frequent trips out there. We stayed in this place, an area called the Plaza. So if you're familiar with Kansas City, you may have been to the Plaza area. And it's basically, there are some businesses, or, you know, offices, but mostly it's shopping, high-end condos, some apartments, hotels, like that. And, oh, restaurants galore. I mean, the best restaurants in town were in the Plaza. And so, my first experience that I'm going to talk about tonight was in front of my hotel. I stayed at this high-rise Sheraton, which was at the very corner of the Plaza, basically. And it was a nice place. One morning, I go out front of the hotel to smoke, and I'm standing out front, and there's a bellhop there standing next to me. He and I are kind of chatting, good morning, how you doing, good, blah, blah, blah. This big tour bus pulls up, and as the tour bus pulls up, it opens the door, and like 3 or 4 guys, I can't remember exactly, get off the bus. They go into the lobby, they go into the front desk, and I mean, maybe 5 minutes later, they all file back out, get on the bus takes off. And the bellhop looks at me and he says something to the effect of, "Can you believe that, man?" And I was like, yeah, was that a gospel band, or do you know who they are? Because they kind of looked like an old gospel band to me. I wasn't really sure. I didn't get a great look at them. It was first thing in the morning. And the bellhop looks at me and says, "Dude, you don't know who that was? Man, that was Foreigner." So it was the rock band Foreigner. I wanna know what love is. They'd aged a lot since I last saw them. Yeah. So the picture I just showed is of them in the late 70s, so you can just imagine, you know, how many years later what they must have looked like. So it was no offense to them, that's what I thought, gospel band. I just said it, I was wrong. Okay, same place. I was in the Plaza. This time it was in the evening. Me and one of my coworkers, we were with a big group having dinner at a place called Buca di Beppo. I don't know, in a lot of the bigger cities you have this restaurant and it's called Buca di Beppo. It's a great Italian restaurant, family style, so if you order lasagna, they bring out a giant tray of this lasagna and everybody eats it. They have something called meatballs as big as your head, just great stuff. Anyway, group of us sitting down eating, a couple of us got done early, so she and I leave the table, go to exit the restaurant. We walk past the hostess station and on to the front door of the restaurant to leave. And just as I'm pushing open that front door, I hear the hostesses from behind me now, and they were just like falling over each other. You know, "Oh, thank you so much for coming. Oh, it was our pleasure. Oh, come back anytime you want." And I'm thinking, now that's service right there. That is so nice. I'm going to turn around and acknowledge them. So just as I'm turning around to be like, thanks. What do I see? 2 Olympic skaters walking behind me. That's who the host was talking to, not me at all. I'm a nobody. So there are these Olympic skaters. They are Rudy Galindo and Nicole Bobeck. So me and my coworker kind of stalked them around the plaza for a few minutes and took a couple pictures of them going into sharper image and so forth. So anyway, that's my 2 funny stories from Kansas City brushes with fame. So yeah, I guess that's it. I didn't really have anything else to talk about tonight, and I've rambled on for 5.5 minutes already, so I'm gonna go. Okay, peace out. Bye. Vogue.